Good evening, guys. Welcome to today's class. So, in our previous class, that is our last class, we talked about concatenation in Python, that is concatenating strings in Python. And we also made mention of different data type and data structures in Python, where we talked about the strings, the Boolean, the integer, the floating point number, and all of that data type. So, going further, today we'll be talking about F-string formatting. So, during the previous version of Python, like the Python 2, there were methods of writing code, but in Python 3, some other newer concepts were introduced, and also better and efficient method of writing clean code was also introduced. So today I'll be showing you how to use the F string formatting in Python using your Python code. So what we'll do right now, let me just define some variable here. Let me say variable name here. Let me give it any name. I could say Okafor as a name, then age here. Since this is an integer, I could say the age here is 45. Then let me give it another variable, height. I could say I could say 6 here. It's also an integer. So recall in our previous class, let's say we want to concatenate or want to make use of those variables. What we'll do previously is that we'll use the print function. Then since this is a string, what we'll do next is I could say my name. I just want to repeat the concept of concatenation using the plus operator or the addition operator. I could say my name is, then what I'll do next is I'll add the plus operator here. And since this is a variable and the variable is a string, so what I'll do now, I'll say name. My name is Okafor. Then I could also say plus. Then I'll create another string here. Okay, let me add something here. Then let me add another addition operator here. Then since this is an integer, the age variable there is an integer, but we have to convert the integer to string for it to work. So what we'll do now, remember when you want to convert one data structure to another. So in this case, we are converting an integer to a string. So what we'll do, use the stro keyword here. Then I could say string here. I want to convert the 45 to a string. So what I'll do now, I'll add the age variable here. Then let me just add a space here. So then I'll add another addition operator here. So my name is then the name variable I am plus the string 45. Then I'll add another quotation here. I would say yes old. So to click on enter, this is what we'll get. My name is Okafor. I'm 45 years old. Ignore the space for now. It doesn't really matter. Just know how to do it, because if I wanted to add the space to it, so after this is here, all I could have done is just to add a space so that there will be a space here, or let me just do it rather so that you see how it works. Let me copy this and just modify it. Then I'll paste it here. Let me add a space here after the is. Then what else again? Then I'll add a space before here. Then I'll add a space here. Then on enter, you see my name is Okafor. I'm 45 years old. This is one method of doing it. But today we are talking, I just want to refresh, give you a recap of using concatenation in Python. But today we are also going to be using a method known as string formatting using the F method. So this is what we'll do. So I could as well say print. Then you'll be the one to judge for yourself which of them is better. If you want to use the plus operator, addition operator to be manipulating your string, or you want to use this F method. So what you do, you type the print function here. Then what you do, you add the letter F. Then after the letter F, you are going to include your double quotation here because we're using the F string formatting method. So you have to add your F. Don't forget, without this F, it won't work. So what I'll do now, I could say, let me just repeat the whole process. My name is. Then what you now do is you add curly braces here. Then in this case, my name is, so let's add the name variable here. Then I'll do comma here. Then this is what I'll do next. Then we also want to put the age here. Since we've already stored the age 45 into a variable, then you add another curly braces here. Then you put 45 years old. So let's just cross check. My name is Okafor. I'm 45 years old. So can you see? So you'll be the one, instead of making your code more complex or cumbersome by adding this every time you add the plus operator, there, you can also do it in an easier method by using the F-string formatting method, So let's see, okay, let's compare the length. You agree with me that if I should store this line of code here from year to year into a text file and I check the size after saving it, and also check this line of create another file and just store this line of code into a text file or a Python script and check the size, you agree with me that this first one here will be bigger than this. Why? Because it has more characters. It took a large number of space compared to this. The difference might not be much. It might just be maybe 1 kilobyte or 2 kilobyte difference or difference in bytes. But just know that this other method here, the F-string formatting method, is more efficient. And as time goes on, it's better you write clean code and code that's easier for you to understand, and that will also save you time when programming or when writing a script or doing something else using Python programming language. So that's for string formatting using the F method in Python. So you could as well play with it here. Okay, I also defined another variable which is height here. So let me just add everything. So let me copy this here and paste it here. My name is years old. Then 50 years old, and wow, I'll alter it now. And okay, I add the height here. So what we'll do now, HIG. So FT here, which stands for feet. So click on enter. My name is Okafor, I'm 45 years old, and I'm 6 feet tall. So you can see, you can just feel free to play with it. So what I've done right now is to lay the fundamental and the basics for you so that you know what is possible using the Python programming language. So you on your own, all you have to do is to play around or play with this new concept you just learned, and also practice. So don't forget, you have to add this letter F here. That's why it's called the F string formatting method. You have to add this letter F here before you can actually, for this method to work. So your variable name, which you've defined, it has to go into the curly braces here. So it has to go into sorry, I made a mistake here. So instead of adding this 45, I was supposed to add age. So it will still give you the same thing. So this is what we'll do. Let me copy this particular code. Then I'll paste it here. Since we've already defined a variable age, which is 45, I just say add age here. Then I'll click on enter. As you can see, my name is Okafor. I'm 45 years old and 6 feet tall. So that will be all for today's class. So see you in our next class. Bye-bye.